Now today we will study the gamma function. We have earlier studied beta function. Now we are going to study gamma function. Gamma function is basically defined as gamma function is what? An infinite integral 0 to infinity. Since here the limit is infinite, so the integral is infinite integral e raised to the power minus x raised to the power n minus 1 dx. This is known as gamma function and denoted by gamma of n, where this n belongs to natural number. Natural number means n is start from 1, 2, 3 and infinite. So this 0 to infinity is to the power minus x is to the power n minus 1 dx. This integration is known as gamma function and defined as gamma of n, where n belongs to natural numbers. This is also known as Euler's second integral. Our beta function is known as Euler's first integral, and this is known as Euler's second integral. Euler's second integral. This is our gamma function. Now, there are some properties of gamma function. Number first is recurrence formula. Recurrence formula. Recurrence formula is what? That gamma of n plus 1 is equals to n of gamma of n for all n belongs to natural number. So either we can say for all n belongs to natural number, gamma of n plus 1 is equals to n of gamma of n. Now we will start from the definition of the gamma function. So what is our gamma function? Now we know that gamma of n is what? 0 to infinity raised to the power minus x raised to the power n minus 1 dx. So now we have to prove here gamma of n plus 1. So we can write it gamma of n plus 1 is what? 0 to infinity raised to the power minus x raised to the power n dx. This is our gamma n plus 1. Using definition of the gamma n, we can write gamma of n plus 1 is what? Here what will become? N minus 1, so here n plus 1 minus 1. 1 cancel out, so this is x raised to the power n. Now, it can be written as, we can write it as limit a tends to infinity 0 to a e raised to the power minus x raised to the power n d of x. Now solving it by integration by part, integrate by parts. Now this becomes limit a tends to infinity x raised to the power n is and e raised to the power minus x 0 to a minus integral sign 0 to infinity, differentiating and this is x and xn minus 1 and e raised to the power minus x dx. Now we can say that applying the limit, putting here a, this is limit a tends to infinity, this is what? A raised to the power n e raised to the power minus a minus, when we put here x equals to 0, this term is 0 minus and we differentiating it, so this is minus of x minus 1, this is our plus 1, this is 1 and x of n minus 1 and is independent of the integration, we can write it as minus x dx. Now applying here a tends to infinity, this is what? 0, this integration becomes 0, so this is what? And 0 to infinity x raised to the power n minus 1 e raised to the power minus x dx. Now this is what? This is our definition of gamma function. So this is what? Gamma of n. So we have said that gamma of n plus 1 is equals to n gamma of n for all n belongs to natural number. Either we can write this n is greater than 0. क्लियर है? यहाँ हमने बाय पार्ट्स इंटीग्रेशन का यूज किया. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल रेस्टिंग x की पावर n, integrating this e to the power minus x, there will be minus, the sign will come here. Now minus of differentiating x की power n and x की power minus 1, integrating this to the power minus x, minus sign minus plus, and x minus 1 e to the power minus x of dx. Now putting here limit, this is minus sign, putting here x equals to a to the power n e to the power minus a, minus plus 0, and time x is to the power n minus 1 e to the power minus of x dx. This is what when and putting a equals to infinity, this is 0. Applying here DL hospital rule or any other, this becomes 0. This is 0. This is n 0 to infinity x is to the power n minus 1 e to the power minus x of dx. This is n outside of the integration because it is independent of the x. And 0 to infinity x is to the power n minus 1 e to the power minus of dx. We know that this gamma of n is what? 0 to infinity e to the power minus x की power n minus 1 dx. So this is what n of gamma n for all n belongs to natural number. Either we can say n is greater than 0. So this is our recurrence relation. Recurrence relation says that gamma of n plus 1 is equals to n of gamma n. Now we will study relation between gamma n factorial. I think we know that we have also studied that factorial n is what? N into n minus 1 into n minus 2 and so on, 2, 3, 2 and 1. I think everyone know this formula. If anybody don't know, so we can write it. Gamma factorial n is equals to n minus 1 and minus 2, 3 to n, and we can say factorial 3 is what? 3 into 2 into 1. Factorial 4 is what? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. This is our factorial. Now the relation between gamma function and factorial is that gamma of n plus 1 is equals to factorial n for all n greater than 0. Either we can say that for all n belongs to natural number. Gamma of n plus 1 is what? Factorial n. So now first of all we will show this formula using mathematical induction. So first of all we will take that what is gamma of 1. Gamma of 1. Applying the property of gamma of n is what? 0 to infinity e raised to the power minus x, e raised to the power minus x, x raised to the power n minus 1. Here n is what? 1 minus 1 d of x. We can say this is 0 to infinity e raised to the power minus x of dx. It can be written as solving it e raised to the power minus x 0 to infinity, applying the limits minus of e raised to the power minus infinity minus e raised to the power minus 0. This is minus, this is 0 minus 1, this is 1. We can say gamma of 1 is 1, or we can write it factorial 1. Since factorial 1 is what? 1, we can write it as gamma of 1 equals to 1, which is equals to factorial 1. So we can say that gamma of 1 is equals to factorial 1. Clear है? Similarly, using mathematical induction, what is gamma of 2? Gamma of 2 is what? We know that here applying this formula, gamma of n plus 1 is what? And gamma of n, so we can say gamma of 2 is what? N plus 1, yani here 1, gamma of 1. We know that gamma of 1 is what? 1 into factorial 1. This is what? 1 into this is our factorial 1. Gamma of 2 is factorial 1. Now taking gamma of 3. Gamma of 3 is what? Using this formula and into n plus 1, this can be written as 2 gamma of 2. We know that gamma of 2 is what? 2 into 1, which is what? Factorial 2. Similarly, gamma of 4 is what? 3 into factorial 3. Factorial 3 is what? 3 into 2 into 1, which is what? Factorial 3, and so on. We can say that gamma of n plus 1 is what? N into n minus 1 into n minus 2, and so on. 3 to 1. This is what? Factorial n. This is our relation between gamma of n plus 1 equals gamma function and the factorial function, and this is what? Gamma of n plus 1 equals to factorial n for all n belongs to natural numbers. This is the relation between gamma and factorial function. Now, there is a standard integral. Standard integral says that 0 to infinity e raised to the power minus ax x raised to the power n minus 1 dx is equals to gamma of n over a raised to the power n. Here again similarly n belongs to natural number. So yeah, this is known as the standard integral of gamma function. Here 0 to infinity a raised to the power minus x x raised to the power n minus n dx equals to gamma n over a raised to the power n. Now from this is 0 to infinity e raised to the power minus ax x raised to the power n minus 1 d of x. Now here देखो when we comparing this by the gamma n, so in the gamma n definition what is there? 0 to infinity e raised to the power minus x x raised to the power n minus 1 dx. Here we have a extra, so let us assume ax equals to some function z. Here we will get a dx equals to dz. Either we can say dx equals to dz over a. Now it can be written as, now when x equals to 0, z is 0. When x equals to infinity, z is again infinity. E raised to the power minus ax. This is z. X. We will get here x is what? Z upon a. And minus 1. This is what? dz over a. Can be written as 0 to infinity e raised to the power minus z. Z is to the power n minus 1 dz over a raised to the power a n minus 1 a raised to the power n minus 1 plus this one. This is cancelled out, so this is only, and now this is what can be written as a raised to the power n 0 to infinity. Now changing the variables, can be written a raised to the power minus x x raised to the power n minus 1 d of x. This is our what? Gamma of n. It can be written as gamma of n over a n for all n belongs to capital M. Here this is integral 0 to infinity e raised to the power minus ax x raised to the power n minus 1 d of x. This form is known as standard integral of gamma function. These are the properties of gamma function. Now we come to the main point. This is what relation between gamma and beta function. Relation between gamma and beta function. how हम पढ़ेंगे? Now we are going to study relation between gamma and beta function, because we have studied the beta function, we also studied the gamma function. Now there is a relation between beta and gamma function which gives the numerical solution of the problem. Now the relation between beta and gamma function is what, that beta of mn is equals to gamma of n over gamma of m plus n, where m and n should be greater than 0. This we know that the beta function defined on positive values for m and n. So this always fulfill. This condition is always fulfilled, that m or n should be greater than 0. So here beta of mn is equals to gamma of m gamma of n over gamma of m plus n. This is the relation between gamma and beta function. Now how we will derive it? Now for the proof, using the standard integral of the gamma function. What is the standard integral of the gamma function? Using the standard integral of the gamma function, which is what, gamma of n equals to a raised to the power n 0 to infinity e raised to the power minus x raised to the power n minus 1 dx. Give this is equation 1. This is our standard integral of gamma function. Now here multiplying equation 1 by e raised to the power minus a raised to the power m minus 1 and integrating 1 between 0 to infinity with respect to a. So here what should we have to done? Here multiply first of all we will multiply equation 1 with e raised to the power minus a raised to the power m minus 1. So this is what, gamma of n a raised to the power minus a raised to the power m minus 1 equals to 0 to infinity a raised to the power n a raised to the power minus x raised to the power n minus 1 dx. Multiplying this by e raised to the power minus a or a raised to the power m minus 1 and integrating it 0 to infinity with respect to a, yani dA. This is a what, 0 to infinity a, we can write it here and also we can write it here, d of a, multiplying this and integrating it with respect to dA. Now here n is independent of a, so n is outside of the integration. Now this is what, 0 to infinity e raised to the power minus a raised to the power m minus 1 dA equals to 0 to infinity, taking x outside of the integration, x n minus 1. This is what, 0 to infinity e raised to the power minus a raised to the power minus a and this is e raised to the power minus ax. Sorry, I just forgot to write a here. This is e raised to the power minus ax. This is e raised to the power minus ax minus of a to the power minus x and minus of a each side. X raised to the power n minus 1 is outside of the integration sign. A raised to the power m plus n minus 1 d of a and d of x. We can write it as now this is, now we know that this is what 0 to infinity a raised to the power minus x, x raised to the power m minus 1 d of x is what? Gamma of m. So gamma of n into gamma of m equals to, this is what 0 to infinity x raised to the power m minus 1. Now x raised to the power n minus 1. This is the integration sign 0 to infinity. Now here this ax minus a we can write is at minus of a common and 1 plus x. Now we will take here a 1 plus x equals to y. Putting it here, when our a is 0, here the integration is for dA, so the integration limits are for a. When our a is 0, y is what? 0. When a is infinity, y is again infinity. Now a raised to the power minus a, 1 plus x is what? E raised to the power minus y. A raised to the power m plus n minus 1, so this is what? A equals to y over 1 plus x, so this is y over 1 plus x. Y की power m plus n minus 1 and 1 plus x is to the power m plus n minus 1. This is d of a. So we will get here d of a is what? d of y over 1 plus x. This is inside and here d of x. This d of x is here. Now 0 to infinity. This integration is for y, so x should be independent of y. There this is x is to the power n minus 1. 1 plus x is to the power m plus n minus 1 and plus this 1. So this is cancelled out, so we can write this m plus n. Integration sign 0 to infinity e raised to the power minus y, y raised to the power m plus n minus 1 d of y into d of x. Now this is what? 0 to infinity x raised to the power n minus 1, 1 plus x raised to the power m plus n. This is what? From the definition of gamma function, 0 to infinity a raised to the power minus y, y raised to the power m plus n minus 1 dy. So we can write this gamma of m plus n into dx. Now again our gamma n plus n is independent of x, so this is outside of the integration sign. Gamma of m plus n, this is what? 0 to infinity x raised to the power m minus 1, x raised to the power n minus 1 over 1 plus x raised to the power m plus n d of x. This can be written as gamma of m plus n. This is what? Beta function definition. This is what? Beta of nm, gamma of n, gamma of n. We have studied the properties of beta function, which what says beta of mn equals to beta of nm. So applying here, we can write it as gamma of n, gamma of m over this gamma of m plus n equals to beta of nm is equals to beta of mn. So this is beta of mn. We have to prove this. This is what we have to prove, that beta of mn equals to gamma of m, gamma of n over gamma of m plus n. This where m or n should be greater than 0. This is the relation between beta and gamma function. So the any function, any value which is defined in beta function, beta value form, we can write it in gamma function. Now we can solve it mathematically easily because we know that what is gamma. Gamma of n is 1. N is what? Factorial n minus 1. We know how to solve the factorials. So now we can find the values of beta function. Now just to give an example. Let us take an example. We have to given that beta of 3, 4. This is what? Gamma of 3, gamma of 4 over gamma of 3 plus 4. And gamma of 3, gamma of 4 over gamma of 7. Now we know that gamma of n is what? N minus 1 factorial. We can write is factorial 2, factorial 3 over factorial 6. And 2 into 1 into 3 into 2 into 1 over 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 3 into 2 into 1 is cancel 2 से right, so this is 160. Clear? So now you can find any values using the gamma and beta function relation. आज के लिए हम इतना ही करते हैं. बाकी नेक्स्ट क्लास में पढ़ेंगे.